So have you guys seen this documentary? It is called Makayla's Voice, A Letter to the World, and it is currently streaming on Netflix. I was researching yesterday when I came across an article about this, and if you see the way I run fast there, I quickly watched it. It's very, very short. It's very moving. It's empowering. It is powerful. It is emotional. It made me cry. It just kind of, it allows me to see a world that is different from mine. Having this 14-year-old nonverbal autistic girl trying to help us understand her world and trying to allow us to know that or teach us that she's not, just because she is mute doesn't mean she's stupid, doesn't mean she's dumb. It just means she communicates with the world differently from the way we do. I think this is quite a remarkable story. I absolutely loved it and I will recommend it. Makayla, you are a beautiful young woman and you are growing and you will grow and you will excel, and thank you so much for sharing your story with the world. I just can't wait to see what else you will create, because I could see the artistic side of you. And to her parents, oh my gosh, the amount of love they have for their daughter is just, it's just, you can't measure that. I think the part of the documentary that moved me the most was when the father was talking about his daughter, and he said that when she was learning her letterboard, so she uses letterboard to communicate because she's nonverbal. And so when he was talking about that, he said for the first time his wife was communicating with your daughter, and Makayla was introducing herself to her mom. And I think even when he was talking about that, it made him cry, because imagine having a sister, imagine having a child for 14 years, they're mute, and then one day you're hearing them speak for the first time, and having them introduce themselves for the first time. It is so personal to me because there's a family member of mine who is autistic and nonverbal. So the documentary is just so personal, and I think that's why I'm so attached to stories like this, because when somebody is visually impaired, when somebody is autistic and mute, when somebody is deaf and mute, it doesn't mean they're stupid. It just means that they function in the world very differently from the way a quote unquote average or normal person would. So this is indeed a beautiful story. If you have a nonverbal autistic child, or autistic child in general, or a child with a special needs, it's one of those ways, I think, one of those documentaries you can watch to empower you, enlighten you, motivate you. And also, in a small sense, it is kind of scary and heartbreaking as well. Makayla, thank you for sharing your story with the world. You are a beautiful, beautiful young woman, and I just can't wait to see what else you create. If you haven't seen it, please check it out. It's on Netflix. Now, I guess this is when I introduce myself to you again, right? I'm so sorry, guys. This one was a moving one. My name is Imoitinia. I'm a visual storyteller who happens to be visually impaired. I love to tell you stories, and I take down particularly African stories, and I break them down so you and I can learn about it. But this one is more of a movie, so I just wanted you to watch this if you haven't seen it. Follow me for more great stuff. I also have a YouTube channel. Please check that out. It's iu.media as well. Thank you all again, and I'll keep you posted with more videos.